has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Stay there for the Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go.
Social issues, problems, and so
child emotional payroll
against Trump. So even the RNC is up against Trump, and they're so scared of Trump coming into it because they know that he will pretty much shake the House. And so, like just like what happened to William Jennings Bryan, yeah, John D. Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie, and all the robber barons of that time era putting up $250K each. Actually, that's an exact number, so you can even check me on that if you want. And that just showed how much of the corruption back then, going up against someone who's trying to change the whole system. And that's what's currently happening right now. Someone's trying to change the system because people in the middle class have been taken advantage of. You see, I work. I mean, obviously I've been out of the Marine Corps and I'm working and I'm going back to school and whatnot. But it's just like you see the average American, they're getting screwed over by the establishment.
What do you think drove the middle class now in this election cycle to come up like this and to support such a radical candidate?
Well, to be honest, they actually currently have a political civil war going on both sides. You have Bernie Sanders up against the Democratic establishment, which is Hillary Clinton currently represents, and then you have Donald Trump, the far right, on the going up with the establishment. And actually, to be honest, Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump supporters are really one and the same. Yes, we stand on different ends of the spectrum, but you ever heard of the horseshoe effect or the horseshoe? So for those who don't understand that, it's just that they're so far left and right, but they come so close together when it comes towards the end of the spectrum, hence the horseshoe effect. So like I said, they are one and the same though. But the middle class, like I said, they've been screwed over for the X amount, like under the Obama administration, and then Obama tried to do good, and I voted for Obama back in 2008. So and I used to be a Democrat as well, but now I'm actually a registered Republican.
What's made you change from voting from Barack Obama in 2008 to voting for Donald Trump this year?
Well, honestly, I think it just through life you get experience, life experience, work experience. Like obviously for myself, I mean, I worked from the age of 13. I worked all my life, and I did have the same type of mentality that your typical Democrat does have nowadays. And for me, like I said, I went to the Marine Corps. I learned real life situations. I learned that you actually had to work to where you want to get to. And a lot of the Democrats, not to be stereotypical, this doesn't pertain to all Democrats, or even Bernie Sanders fans, because obviously most of the supporters that are protesting right now are the Bernie supporters fans. Though, but most of them, the stereotypical ones, are usually the ones that don't have a job. They're living off the government. They're having more babies, and you see this from people who work in hospitals. They tell you that it's right there in front of you. They're having more kids just to receive another welfare check from the government. And to be honest, it's just like people are scared because Donald Trump, he might take the welfare checks away and actually give you a job. And for these people who have been so used to not working, just getting off, they're getting these free paychecks. They're just.
And my last question is, what do you think's at stake during this election?
Honestly, you could compare this election to so many separate time eras. In history, you have William Jennings Bryan. You could also see Donald Trump as an Andrew Jackson, the type of guy who gets in your face. Ronald Reagan, he was once a Democrat, then went conservative. And there's so many different. Then this isn't the thing is, people are falsely falsely informed on what's current. Like, this is not the first time an election has been ever this type of like dirty before. There has been so many dirty politics back in the day, like Howard Taft. I mean, just people need to do their research and need to get fed up on history, saying, you know, they need to know what they're actually doing. Like, where, like if you ask some of these supporters, what are they actually protesting? Like, I see these signs, and you know what? If I go ask them what type of news channels do they watch? Do they watch Fox News? Do they watch MSNBC? Do they watch CNN? Like, you know, Fox News does appeal to me, but I can't even cite them though because it's such a biased. It's just a biased, you know, media source. Same thing with MSNBC. Even CNN can be biased. I mean, they used to be more liberal, but now they've become a little bit more moderate though. It's just that people need to do the research on what's actually going on. Like, yeah, Trump, like the way he delivers his statements, I get it. You know, I understand why people are offended. They don't fund a presidential candidate, etc. But if you actually read the policies that he's put out, like, yeah, he says he wants to deport 11 million illegal immigrants. But if you actually read the policies, he has an amnesty program that says if you actually show that you're a working class citizen and you're contributing to, like, you know, the United States, there's an amnesty program for you to be allowed to stay. And people need to do the research, and I think people are not fully informed. I mean, there's a whole variety of topics that go into, but it's just like it's up to the individual themselves to do the research.
One more thing, at WSHU, we're doing a story next week, a feature on Long Islanders who support Donald Trump. Okay. Would you mind if I get your phone number for our reporter for that to contact you?
Yeah, sure thing. You want that right now?
Yeah, you can just say it. No.
It's 516-949-9635.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
All right.
Thank you for your service and stay warm.
Thank you.